What's up, guys? SAG here. Welcome to another video here in NBA Spread Talk. I'm your host, Christopher Smithies. And yesterday we had another good day here looking. Let's just quickly take a look here at our average picks and our void picks. We had no money picks yesterday. So yesterday in our average picks, we went 3-0. We banked out. Lakers end up getting the win without LeBron. Portland ends up getting the first quarter cover without Damian Lillard. Surprisingly, the Pistons were just that bad. I was thinking of taking Portland the whole game, but we still cashed out in the first quarter. And the New York Knicks end up getting the cover, just losing by 2 to the Brooklyn Nets. In our void picks, we were 0-2. The Warriors ended up losing. Steph Curry had a pretty bad game. The Raptors ended up losing too. Again, Raptors, it's hard to tell what they are right now. Just not playing good ball right now. So, lately it's been a trend. If you fade Chris and you avoid picks, you get some money. Let's just take a look at our all-time record here. We're 6-3 on money picks still, 66% clip. Average picks are 21-8 now at a 72% clip, and avoid picks were at a 21% clip. That means if you fade me on a avoid pick, surprisingly, you're working at a 79% clip. You're doing pretty good. So maybe just fade me on avoid picks. Maybe that's your money pick right there. Anyways, we have another action-packed day. I believe we have 9 games on the tee today. Let me just take a quick look at how many we got. 1, 4. Yeah, we got 9 games today on a great Wednesday here today. So let's take a look at the first one here. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to Washington to play the Wizards, who are not playing well. They cost us money against the Spurs. Wizards are 3.5-point favorites at home. Sorry about that. Looking at the Timberwolves, they're 3-2 in their last 5. They're 3-4 as an away favorite. 3-3 against the East, and 4-6 after a win. Sorry, this was the Timberwolves, my bad. T-Wolves coming off a win against Indiana at home. They didn't cover that game, though. Washington 1-4 in their last 5, 3-4 coming off a loss, 3-3 against the West, and 3-4 after a loss. Now, that's interesting here. Washington, 3.5-point favorites, and I don't really know what to make of this game. But before that, as per usual, I forget, we got to check the injury report. For Minnesota, Anthony Edwards is questionable with illness. Better watch that. That could be why Washington's favored. McDaniels is out, and Jalen Noel and Jared Vanderbilt are also questionable, all with illness. Pretty surprisingly. For Washington, Rui Hachimura still out with personal. Aaron Holiday is out, and so is Thomas Bryant, of course. So, guys, I don't really know what to make of this game. One hand, the Wizards, they are due for a bounce-back game, but I don't know if it's tonight. We got to watch Anthony Edwards on the injury report. Guys, I don't really like this one, so I'm just going to avoid it. This is an avoid pick. Wizards, minus 3.5. So, don't touch this game. Yeah, I really just don't know what to make of this game, if I'm honest. Next up, we have the Atlanta Hawks going to Indiana to take on the Pacers at minus 1.5. Atlanta got blown out by the Knicks, and what was a revenge game for New York. We ended up cashing a money pick. Thank you, Atlanta. And the Pacers ended up just losing to the Timberwolves as they are home. They're minus 1.5-point favorites. I think it went down to 1. The Hawks are 3-2 in their last 5 against the spread, 3-6 after a loss, 6-5 against the East, and 2-9 away. So not really good on the road. Pacers 3-2 in their last 5 against the spread, just getting to cover barely against Minnesota. 6-4 at home, 8-5 after a loss, and 6-9 against the East. Looking at the injury report for this one, the Hawks have Bogdan Bogdanovic out with an ankle. Hunter is still out, and Cam Reddish is questionable. We got to watch this one. Cam Reddish, a big piece for the Atlanta Hawks squad. For the Pacers, the only big one here, Justin Holiday's out, health and safety protocols, and Miles Turner is questionable. He missed out last game. Indiana still got the cover. It's questionable with the illness. So, guys, in my opinion, Atlanta's due for a good road game. They got one against San Antonio, but I think they're due for another one here. They're coming off a loss. They're going to be motivated. They're like, okay, we got to beat this Indiana team. And, guys, I like where this line is. if I can get Indiana on a money line against the Pacers team that's not bad, but just okay. This Hawks team is talented. They got some talent. Hopefully, they can get Cam Reddish back. They got John Collins. I mean, they got a great team. They're just a bit more skilled than this Indiana team. And especially if Miles Turner doesn't play, look for those John Collins player props. You might want to look at that because he's going to have a great game. This Hawks team is due for a bounce back coming off a loss against the Knicks. Guys, this is a money pick. Give me the Hawks. Sorry, it's not a money pick. It's an average pick. My bad. Give me the Hawks on the money line, guys. Don't take 1.5. Don't take one. Just take the money line. Just buy a few points. Just take the money line because, guys, they aren't going to lose by 1. I'll tell you that. Next, we have the Denver Nuggets traveling to Orlando to play the Magic after playing in Miami. Jokic getting his revenge game, but Jimmy Butler didn't play. Nuggets are 1-4 in their last 5 against the spread. They're 4-4 against the East, 5-4 after a win. 0-1 is an away favorite. They've had some time without Jokic. They've been dealing with injuries. No Porter Jr., no Murray. It's pretty tough for the Nuggets. The Magic are 2-3 in their last 5 against the spread, 2-7 as a home underdog, and 2-2 against the West. We ended up cashing them against the 76ers. We took them plus 14. We hit it right on the dot. Orlando's better on the road, guys. They play really well on the road. They played with guts. They played with effort. And let's take a look at the injury report today for this one. JaMychal Green is questionable with the elbow injury. Austin Rivers is out. And so is Bones Highland with health protocols. For Orlando, same usual, except a new injury for them. Jalen Suggs is out, but Cole Anthony comes in. They can't really afford for a guy like Suggs to be out. Now they have to go more into the depth. Cole Anthony kind of takes his spot as that point guard. So a bit of a boost, but a bit of a hit taken too. Guys, I know Jokic's been living it up after Miami, but you know what? This Orlando team isn't that good. I expect Jokic to dominate. In my opinion, this line is too low. It's at 8. It went down to 7.5, guys. Bro, give me Denver to win and to cover. I know Austin Rivers is out this game. They'll still have some guys to replace him. It's okay. You don't need much to beat Orlando. Jokic is going to have a great day against Mo Bamba. I know it. He's going to be able to distribute the ball, pass it out, and Aaron Gordon's still there. That combo of Gordon and Jokic is going to be really important, and it's going to show out against Orlando. Gordon's going to be motivated, bro. He's playing against his former team. He's going to be motivated and ready for this game. Watch for those Gordon player props there. He's going to have a great game. So looking forward to the next one. We have the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Boston Celtics, who the Celtics are favored by 2.5. 76ers are 2-3 in their last 5 against the spread. They're 4-8 against the East. 4-4 is an away underdog, and 6-4 after a win. Looking at the Celtics here, they are 2-3 in their last 5, 15-4-1 after a win. Pretty impressive. Sorry, no, 5-4-1. My bad. 15. 7-7-1 against spread versus East, and 4-5 at home. And guys, turn on your television and enjoy this game, but don't bet it because I honestly don't know where this is going to go. I know you could say the 76ers are reliable, but in my opinion, we saw it against Orlando. The 76ers aren't fully themselves, but Boston's coming off a win. So this is two things like we don't really know what's going to come out on top in this one. I have no clear view of this one. These are just two good teams battling out. No bounce back motivation or anything like that. Embiid's team is yet to break out. 76ers are going to have a good game. I don't know if this is the one where they're going to really break out. But, I'm going to avoid this one. I'm just going to take the points with the 76ers plus 2.5. But this one's going to be close. I really like this. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention the injury report. Nothing special, just Jaylen Brown's questionable, but I think he's going to take the court, guys. He'll probably play. Next up, we have the Rockets versus the Thunder. Rockets are 4-1 in their last 5 against the spread, 2-1 after a win, 5-5-1 as an away underdog, and 6-7-1 against the West. They just beat Oklahoma City at home. OKC shot the ball poorly that game. They really did not show out. OKC's 4-1 in their last 5 against the spread. They were due for one. 9-4 against the spread after a loss. 6-4 away and 9-4 against the West. Looking at the injury report for this game here. Let me just scroll her down. DJ Augustine, he's out with the illness. Jalen Green's out with the hamstring. Mike Muscala is questionable. Kenrich Williams and Derek Favors are both ruled out. So, guys, last game, Houston really came out and showed out at home. Again, that's why I said we're going to not pick OKC because I really like OKC, but at home, Houston might play really well. But, guys, this is back in Oklahoma. You know, OKC, they're ready to get some revenge. They were pissed off that they lost. And OKC plays really good at home. They play really good at home. Guys, they shot poorly against Houston and was still in the game. I think it was 7 for 43. They shot horribly. They're going to be better in this one. Shea is going to have a good game. Trey Mann, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort. Guys, this OKC team fights. Give me OKC minus 2.5 as an average pick in this one. I think Houston, they're due for a setback. They've won 3 straight. You know, they feeling themselves a bit. OKC is going to give them a bit of a reality check. Remember, you're still Houston, guys. You won't even allow John Wall back into the lineup. I think I forgot to add a bonus game here. Let's just take a look here at Cleveland versus Miami. Cleveland last time, they've been really good against the East. They've been covering a lot of spreads. They've been fighting really hard. And think of this stat against the West. Cleveland really covers. They've been covering a lot of games. And against the West, other than the game against the Grizzlies, they've been up by double digits against every team they played. They ended up beating Dallas. We ended up cashing with them. Miami will end up cashing with them against Chicago. Coming back home off a loss against the Jokic brothers in in Denver. But Jimmy Butler didn't play in this one. Bam Adebayo is questionable. Tyler Hero's going to play, so that's good. And Jimmy Butler is back in the lineup tonight. Jimmy Butler's questionable. My bad, guys. He's questionable. Chidi Osman is out too. But, guys, let's not touch this one. Cleveland's due for a setback game, guys. They really are. Miami's line is getting lower and lower. But I want to go with Miami, but I don't know. All their main guys are on the injury report except Kyle Lowry. I mean, I know Hero's going to play, but Bam and Jimmy Butler is questionable. Last time Jimmy Butler got ruled out, and look what happened. That's why I avoided that game. There's too much unknowns here. If I'm going to make a pick, it's going to have to be like 30 minutes before the game, and I know who's going to start, and I know who's not. I kind of like Miami here, but I got to respect this Cleveland team at the same time. That's been playing really well. Their bigs have really played great. So I'm going to avoid this game. This is an avoid pick. Miami minus 5.5. Next up, we have the Dallas Mavericks, who are -3, going to New Orleans to play the Pelicans. Dallas is 2-3 in their last 5 against the spread. When they were favorites at home by 6 points twice, they ended up not covering them. We made money off Dallas 2 straight times when we picked Washington and Cleveland to cover against Dallas. Not only did they cover against Dallas, they ended up winning the games. So shout out to Dallas. 5-3 against the spread after a loss. 7-5 against the East, and 2-1 as an away favorite. The Pelicans ended up costing us money. They're 3-2 in their last 5 against the spread. They smacked the Clippers left and right. Jonas Valanciunas turns into Steph Curry, Trae Young, you name it, bro. Dude looking like I don't even know who to compare him to, bro. I think that's what they wish Kristaps was how he was shooting, bro. He's 6-8 against the New Orleans 6-8 against the West, 6-4 at home, and 5-3 after a loss. Looking at the injury report for this one, Kristaps Porzingis is questionable in this one. We have to watch for that. Willie Cauley-Stein's what am I saying? And Frank Ntilikina is out. Josh Hart is questionable with a knee injury. This doesn't mean Jalen Brownson, though, is coming back into the lineup. Hopefully Porzingis plays. It looks good. I think he'll probably play in this one, guys. So looking at this one, guys, this is it. This is the game for Dallas to get back on track. -2.5. I know they're in New Orleans, but New Orleans, they feeling themselves. They've been playing really, really good ball. They beat the Clippers. Dallas, they just came off 2 home losses. They're going to be pissed. They lost to Washington and Cleveland at home. At home. And they're playing against New Orleans team who's now is kind of overperforming. Vegas is favoring them now. The bettors, they're starting to sell in with New Orleans. But, guys, this is a game where Dallas is going to smack them, guys. Dallas is going to beat them badly. Only -2.5. as long as Porzingis plays, this Dallas team is due for a comeback, due for a bounce-back game. They got Jalen Brunson back in the lineup here. Guys, Dallas minus 2.5, make it a money pick. New Orleans is not that good defensively, guys. They're not. So, moving on, we have the Charlotte Hornets, who are 8.5-point underdogs. 8.5. Wow. Against the Milwaukee Bucks, who have been playing pretty well. Charlotte's 2-3 in their last 5 against the spread. They lost to Chicago. We made some money off them. Thank you, Charlotte. 4-5 after a loss against the spread. 3-7 as an away underdog. Again, they don't play that good away compared to home. They're 8-6 against the spread in the East. Milwaukee is 4-1 in the last 5 against the spread. They're also 8-6 against the East. 6-6 after a win. 3-7 at home. And while I do want to pick Charlotte, I really love the points in this. I can't trust it. I have to respect this Milwaukee team. I don't know what Charlotte team shows up on the road. It's so hard to trust Charlotte on the road. There's something wrong with them. They're playing so bad against the Bulls. They get beat by the Rockets. We're going to wait till they get back home, and then maybe we'll assess from there. And if I wanted to take Milwaukee, these points are way too high for me. Like, I have to say Milwaukee has to win by 9 or more against a decent Charlotte team. So I don't know what Charlotte team's going to show up. The number is way too high for Milwaukee for me. It's like they're playing like an Orlando, not even a Detroit. That's what it feels like. So I'm just going to avoid this game, guys. I can't get a good read on this and who's going to take this. It's going to be Charlotte +8, but yeah, a lot of avoid picks today, guys. That was the last one, 4 avoid picks. Again, if you don't like the game, just say it straight up. If you don't, you need to be able to feel the game and you need to be confident with your picks. And I just wasn't confident for these games. So, guys, moving on. We have our last game of the night. The Sacramento Kings coming off a big win. A big loss. No, it definitely wasn't a big win. Thank you, Kings. They cashed us some money thanks to the Lakers, even without LeBron. We knew the Lakers were due for a big game. Sacramento in the third quarter just melted down. They didn't have a field goal in like 6 or 7 minutes. Got outscored 37-15. They're coming to LA to play the Clippers, who are -7.5. Sacramento's 2-3 in their last 5, 5-8 after a loss, 7-10 against the West, and 4-4 as an away underdog. The Clippers are 1-4 in their last 5 against the spread, 3-6 after a loss, 6-8 as a home favorite, and 8-8 against the West. By the way, guys, Mason Plumlee is out. Just wanted to let you know that. But on the injury report here, no Harrison Barnes, no Harkless, and no Marvin Bagley. For the Clippers, they have no injuries other than, of course, Kawhi and Nicholas Batum, but nothing new. They're fully aligned, so they're ready to go. Now, the Kings, they're getting a bit of a boost with Rashawn Holmes back. Rashawn Holmes had a great game yesterday. But, guys, we think of motivation. I know both teams lost big, but the Clippers have lost 2 straight games where they haven't played the greatest. We lost money off the Clippers. We won once on them. Guys, they're 7.5-point favorites. The Kings are on a back-to-back here. Clippers are staying home. They're motivated. They're only 1-4 in their last 5 against the spread. Something has to give. They're playing a poor defensive team, and the Kings, they're not. The Kings are not good defensively. They need to play a poor defensive team so their offense can get flowing. Their defense is already good, and it's going to show against the Kings, guys. The Clippers are going to bounce back in this game, guys. Give me the Clippers -7.5 here. I know you may think the Kings will bounce back, but they're just not that good. The Kings aren't that good to bounce back like that. The Clippers are. There's a reason why they're point favorites. Again, against the Lakers, I took the Kings, and then I took the Lakers. But here, I got to go against the Kings again. The Clippers, they're a motivated team. They're a good team. Even though they're not finding it offensively, that will come. And it'll come against a bad team defensively. And the Kings are that team defensively. So, average pick, I only have one money pick today. Average pick, Clippers, -7.5. So let's go just recap our picks for today. I have Dallas -2.5 here. Denver that was my money pick. Dallas -2.5. Denver -7.5, first average pick. Then Atlanta money line. Clippers -7.5. And OKC -2.5. All my average picks. My void picks, the 76ers +2.5. Hornets +8. Miami -5.5. And Washington -3.5. Let's just take a look at our record again. Our money picks 6-3, 66% clip. Average picks 21-8, 72% clip. And avoid picks are 3-11 at a 21% clip and 79% if you bet against me. That's another way of looking at it. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all have a nice one. This is SAG, and I hope you all have a nice day. Let's cash these tickets, baby.